Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Happy Hour podcast. Of course, I'm ready this week. We're right here on YouTube Live. And first of all, just to start, with the episode we had with Sherry DeVille, I want to apologize about the technical difficulties we had. I had a couple of things on my mind. I forgot to hit live until we were 30 minutes into the episode. So right now, let me just double check. Okay, so yes, we are right here on YouTube. So of course, it wasn't until our good friend Jason, who of course is right here in the live stream. Shout out to Jason. I was like, "Are you guys going live or what?" And I looked and I was like, "Wait a minute! Oh fuck!" And then hit live. But I uploaded the episode as soon as it concluded with Sherry DeVille. And of course, Alexa Payne will be joining us tonight. She was supposed to be right here at 7:30, but she was shooting a scene and it ran a little late. So right now she's just kind of scrambling to get a network connection. And also,
she was getting that booty.
Yeah. She was getting that box for that twat full. But also Tatiana Vitello from the TalkyoIshh podcast will be joining us tonight as our special guest co-host. We're going to be doing a lot more collaborations.
Is it Yoish or Yoshi? I think we're going to have to ask for that.
Oh yeah, we're going to have to ask that. But it's unique because her show she does from her bathtub. Oh. So yeah, she does it, and like normally she's covered by like bubbles and all that. And she said normally she blanks it out for YouTube, but since we're live, I was like, I don't want to take a risk of something going wrong. So she was like, I can wear a tank top if you want. I was like, I don't care, but I don't want something to slip or whatever, like while we're live. And then YouTube kind of flags
YouTube,
us for it.
This one time. Just give us this one nip slip and it's all good. It's all good. We'll pay extra.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off. I was talking to one of my coworkers. I was telling you a little bit about this before we went live. Is of course I deliver copiers for a living. So have you ever yourself been in a situation where like you went to somebody's house and you just kind of looked around and something just completely weird was happening? Like I know before me and my wife got together, you guys were looking for a house when the kid said he couldn't read or whatever. Like that whole story, that was great. If you want to share that real quick, and then I'll jump into mine real quick.
I think we talked about it before, but yeah, we were looking for houses. This was like 15 years ago, and I don't know if it was being a house that was being foreclosed on, and that was turned into a nursery or for children with disabilities at some point. I'm not sure. But when I went in there, it was very odd. Like the washer and dryer were in the kitchen and there was just kids all over the place.
Yeah.
And at one point we were like looking at the rooms. Let's see how many rooms there are. Because this was before we had kids. So it was like, we might have kids eventually.
Okay.
So we're checking out the rooms. And then all of a sudden we're leaving one of the rooms. But this kid, I swear to God, just fell from the fucking ceiling.
Like I have a drop ceiling, so he just falls through like the drop ceiling.
And I was like, what the hell's going on? And then there's this other kid just walking around and he's cross-eyed. He's got this book and he looks up at me and he's like, Mister, help me. I can't read. And I'm like, I looked at him, I was like, dude, if you turn the book the right way, you might be able to make it out.
But it's the kind of thing that like you probably thought to yourself, if this kid dies and haunts this house, and all I hear, Mister, I can't read while I'm trying to sleep. Like, and the reason why I said is
his demon soul is wandering the halls.
Yeah.
Mister, help me! I can't.
Oh God, that'd be horrifying.
So we had to deliver a copier. So we get to this building. This was down in Reisterstown somewhere, and we get there. And there's this weird kid. He had buck teeth. He had glasses. And so we put the copier in there. And he's like, yeah, I sell cell phones. And this was like 10 years ago, maybe a little bit longer. So we're sitting there and I'm looking around and I don't see like any phones on display or anything like that. Like he's trying to sell us on like some sort of phone service. And like, I'm like, bro, I just want to install the copier and go. And so he's sitting there and like literally like he goes there and he picks up a phone and he's like, look, I don't want to have to tell you again or else I'm going to have to fire you. And then he slams it down and hangs it up. I look at my coworker and it was a phone that like a corded phone, but it didn't have a cord.
But it wasn't connected.
It wasn't connected. It had no cord. So man. I'm just like, what the fuck? So I'm sitting there. I'm like,
look, that's a red flag. You should have got out of there immediately.
Well, see, I look at my coworker. I'm like, is this a fake cell phone business? Like, does this kid, like, did he decide he wanted to use his like disability money and save cell phones, and now grandma and grandpa are funding a copier for him for his fake business? Like, I mean, I don't know. But a couple months later, I was off and they had to move the copier. Like, pretty much he lost the building. You know, it's shocking that he loses the building. So we moved the copier into his grandmother's house. So the copier is now in his grandmother's house. So copier's in his grandmother's house. So go figure, he lost the building that he kept the machine in. So now he couldn't pay on the copier for his fake cell phone business. So we go to pick up the copier. So we have to go to grandma's house. So we're there. And mind you, I deliver copiers, printers, whatever in houses all the time. I've done it the entire 13 years I've delivered, and it got even bigger during COVID. So we go to pick up the copier. And as soon as we get there, we see this big ass camera with a red light looking down on us. And we're sitting there ringing a doorbell. So his grandmother like opens the door and it has a chain on it. And she's just kind of looking out like, can I help you? And we're like, yeah, we're here to pick up a copier. She's like, oh, that's Jeremy's copier. It's in the basement. And we're like, all right. So we go down in the basement. This kid's nowhere to be found. Like, fake cell phone kid is nowhere to be found. And we look around and he has this big ass fucking Power Rangers command center in his fucking basement. And he has like 50 fucking screens that show every angle of his grandmother's basement. And it shows us on every one of those screens from different fucking views.
No, down. Yeah.
Hey,
Yep,
hello.
we can
How
hear you.
are you? We can hear you. How you doing? But no, what it is we go down there and we're on all these screens, and I'm like, holy fucking, like, fucking, we're on all these screens and shit.
Yeah. Oh, it's turned down.
Show up. You know, we're like, whatever, blah blah blah, this, that, and another. But of course, our I guess co-host Tatiana, it looks like she's still getting connected a little bit here on YouTube Live. Tatiana, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, how
Wow,
are you?
so-
I wasn't sure if you could hear us or whatever.
I had it turned down.
No, it's fine. Our guest is running a little bit late. She had a scene that ran.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn it over to you, Tati. And if you want to tell us about your show, and we were debating back and forth if it was TalkyoIshh or TalkyoIshh. And we were like, we don't. Matt was like, I think it's Yoshi. I'm like, I think it's Yo-ish.
No, yo-ish. Yo-ish.
TalkyoIshh.
You win. You
Right.
win. It's yo-ish. Yes, it is. And it's ish, ISHH. I'm an LLC. I'm trademarked everything. So kind of crazy because Lizzo made a podcast called TalkyoIshh, just ISH.
Is that the
I'm
one?
like, it can hurt me. Yeah. No, it's ISH, just one H.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. And of course, you do your show. Are you weekly? You do
I'm
week-
weekly. Yep,
Okay, so
every
weekly.
Wednesday.
You do your show every week from your bathtub.
Yeah.
So where did that come to be?
Okay, no. So I started in the clubs, in the strip clubs. I was the only podcast that broadcasts live from a strip club ever. There's copycats out there, but it's me. And from there, I went online, StreamYard. I do this is for OnlyFans.
Okay.
So I interview a lot of porn stars, strippers. They always want to get naked. They want to get me banned. I had to find a platform for them to
Yeah.
disprove.
Yeah, it's a little hard.
Yeah, it's right. And of course, Tatiana, you know, the podcast fucking scene, so over fucking saturated. Like, it's hard. Like, I mean, you have a good following. And I mean, Christ, like, we have a lot of momentum. Like, I mean, our following isn't where I wanted to be, but
I agree. Me.
people,
too.
like, we can send out a request for a guest and get them like that just because of the notoriety we have. And we're always very good with our guests, our guest hosts. You know, we're just very humble with everything. And I got that from all of the years I've been in pro wrestling. I'm just like, hey, you need to know how to sell yourself. If you don't know how to sell yourself, you're never going to make it, you know, doing anything in
Yeah.
life that you-
I can sell myself, and my friends make fun of me. I can sell them too.
It's funny, like you said, you started in the strip club with
Yeah.
doing strippers, and in wrestling we use a term called workers. Strippers are some of the best workers that you can find because they
Yeah.
will work you and work you and work you
Oh,
until
hell
they
yeah.
have all the money in your wallet, and that's the way
And
that
that
works.
that
Yeah.
is how it is, especially So I have this thing, like if you're a lesbian or you don't like men, it works out better because you treat it as a job. You go there, you do your job, you fake it like you don't fall in love, it doesn't turn you on. Like I could go probably to a lesbian club and make all kinds of money. Because it's not, I'm a really good actress.
Yeah. And what's funny is normally Tatiana does her show with no tank top on at all. She does it completely in the top, completely nude. But see, the thing is I was a little afraid. Of course, YouTube Live. You don't know how things are with YouTube Live. I was like, if one thing happens to go wrong and then YouTube gets all
take your stuff.
Yeah, they're not Facebook, which I'm surprised. Facebook just monetized us, and then we're like, well, your content, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, how did you monetize us? You fucks?
Listen, they choose who they want. You can tell because I got flagged on TikTok, and it's a cookie cutter, thing. I got flagged for back fat.
We got banned from TikTok for our content, and we don't show anything derogatory. We say derogatory things, but
I got banned. I got banned for life, but I got my account back in 30 days.
Well, it's weird because TikTok is full. Like my wife, she's addicted to TikTok. Like she loves TikTok. But like most of the time, like you will get good content here and there from TikTok, but most of the time it's just stuff that I literally feel like my brain melting out of my ear.
Yeah. I feel dumber by the second when I'm on there.
And those are the people that are getting like millions and millions of views. Meanwhile, shows like ours, they're trying to break through to where we're trying to make a little bit of extra money. We're hustling, we're doing whatever, just kind of get pushed to the wayside. And of course, Tatiana, I'm sure you know too, of course, you have your OnlyFans. And this is some of the issues that we're having is the stigma of being a part of adult content.
God. You know what? It's called Shoot the Messenger.
Yeah.
I've been accused of portraying myself as a porn star. I've lost family. I've lost friends because I'm giving these girls a platform. I'm the worst person in the world. So I just got some really good mail yesterday with somebody posted a post about me. I don't know them. I don't know any of the people that were in their secret group. And a friend sent it to me. These people called me a mouth breather. They said I was trash. I mean, some of the stuff they say is ridiculous. They don't even know.
You know what's funny? Like with stuff like that online, of course, we haven't really got much hate like that.
Oh, it's coming. Get ready.
But when they do, none of that shit bothers me because I was a pro wrestler. Like, so I was in the ring and I had people yelling awful things to me all the time.
Wait, were you the worst one?
What's that? Well, I was a bad guy a lot. So some of the most awful things I've ever said in my life, I've said as a pro wrestler. Like if a kid sat there and says, you suck. Oh, well, you're here by yourself with your dad, so it seems like you suck because your mother must be dead or something like that. And hoping that their mother's really dead, and just so they can get so upset. But, that's the thing. It's like you're a worker and you need to feed off that energy. You need to just boom,
listen, I have this thing. If you tell me no, like it's on. Don't tell me no.
Yeah.
Just say yes, and I'll probably leave you alone. Yeah.
Most of the time on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that shit. Once the bad comments and the bad karma start coming, I just block people.
You just cut it.
I'm just like, boom, whatever.
I blocked all those people that were in that group. I blocked every single one. They unfriended me, but I went the extra mile. So.
Oh yeah, and I mean that's the thing. Like I feel like that we're kind of making a little bit of a turn towards like comedy and comedians and adult content. Like we're fighting and scrapping for it. Like we just had Sherry DeVille on this past Wednesday. And of course, she's fighting the fight for Utah.
You guys...
Oh, hey, how are you? Here, let me just hit this real quick. This might
sorry, I'm in my car.
You're
okay.
Fine. How are you? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys? Sorry, I'm a little bit late.
No, you're fine. Of course, we're talking a little bit about the stigma with our shows, that we do. And of course, being in porn and all that stuff and like how people, just give you all kinds of like, judge you for it. We get judged for that. But like, it's weird because like with that, I feel like the adult content thing, like we're having a reemergence of it. Like Sherry DeVille was fighting for not having porn banned in Utah and, all that stuff. And then comedians are starting to come back with comedians being comedians and saying what they want and not have to get canceled for it because it's just they're comedians. So, and of course, Alexa Payne joining us here live on the show. And you were at a scene. So your scene ran a little bit late. So what like was it any particular scene? Was it any particular studio or anything like that? Or
so I just did a Boy, Girl with Chrissy Knight and Nikki Rebel. She's actually here with me.
Hi, how are you?
So yeah, we just ran a little bit late. But I feel like sometimes that does happen.
Oh.
It's the cleanup.
Yeah, it's definitely that. Yes, the cleanup.
Well,
I know, honey.
Yeah, it's funny because pro wrestling shows start late all the time. And with this show, like we advertise 7:30, but a lot of times we start up at 7:15. And I'm like, this is the opposite of pro wrestling. We start late there, we start early here. Like, so it just kind of
For sure
goes out. And of course, Alexa, you're still kind of new in the porn.
Yeah, I started, so I feel like the time just flies by because I feel like I just started doing porn yesterday, but I guess I'm about to come up on my 1-year porn anniversary.
Well, happy
So yeah, it's excited.
yeah, you're
It's
like,
been a lot of fun.
You're like, I don't know, the dicks just come and go so quickly.
I was gonna make that comment, but I'm trying to hold back. Sometimes some people, I've just told them I'm getting ripped to shreds out here.
So yeah, they do come and go, but honestly, I've been having like the best time. I love the industry.
Awesome. Now with that, have you developed yet in your short time in porn? Have you developed a no list yet? Like basically something where a studio or somebody, like if somebody was like, all right, look, we're gonna have them do you doggy, and they're gonna try to fry an egg on your back when it's hot outside, like just something weird where
That
you're
would
like,
be very kind.
So I haven't had any like requests like that. Right now, like my only really no's is I don't do anal yet. I mean, I've done anal like on my for my personal time, like like with my boyfriend did stuff for fun. But like I don't do anal on camera yet, or and I don't let anybody spit in my mouth anymore.
Yeah.
That's
The worst.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
like usually I don't mind it, but it's like
There's stipulation. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right here. If you don't do anal yet, hold out, because I have some porn stars now that are big names, and they're getting offered like $300,000 because they don't do it. So
Yeah.
just hold that hole out for.
I'm gonna save it for the right time.
Yeah.
Save it for the right time, honey. I
Right
promise
time,
you. Like, you gotta
right
save something.
picture.
Yeah.
There'll be a right time. You will know. It will come.
Have you sustained any porn related injuries yet?
I'm trying to think. So I haven't yet. Knock on glass. That doesn't happen.
And where are you? Like, are you guys just kind of pulled over like in a random, or like I'm hoping that you guys are like outside of a Wendy's and you're using their Wi-Fi.
It looks like a park.
Awful shit.
We're in a neighborhood, but it's okay. I mean,
They know what
It's
house
fine.
you came out of.
Yeah.
yeah.
Everybody's
All
got
good. It was
that
actually
house.
funny because for the cum shot that we just did, we had the door open and we were just standing there like naked with like cum all over our face.
Yeah, that's usually how it happens.
That would have been a great way to come into the show. She's just like, oh, sorry, I'm late. Oh shit.
Sorry, guys.
Hi guys, how are you? And of course, you also you did some stuff at Sapphire. Not too.
Yeah, I did. I had a great time.
How is it like with stripping compared to porn? Like, are there two like bases, like kind of like the fan bases? Like, I guess like the people who come to the strip clubs, are they a little bit different than the people you run into in the streets that watch your movies, or is it kind of the same?
So I feel like the fans are like, I feel like it's it's the same. I mean, as far as like the industry goes, it's way different. But the fans that come and see me at the strip club are usually like my fans who like have been supporting me since day one, who come and see me at like AVN and stuff like that.
Fans are very loyal, and you will have.
They are.
I have 15-year fans that give me money just to come see them because they're used to that. They're used to it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for them, like,
oh yeah.
support.
They always say like, if you do this, let me know. Like kind of like, please do this.
Yeah.
Let me know.
We have money. Would you like crypto? Would you like anything? We will give you a little bit of everything. And Alexa, of course, you're in a vehicle. So this is going to lead us to one of our news articles. We do news articles on the show too. So have you ever pleasured yourself while you've been driving down the road?
Actually, that's really funny.
Happened
So
yesterday.
I have before. I mean, I always like I used to carry like a mini like bullet with me everywhere I
Okay.
went. And so like one day I was really fucking horny, and it was like really late at night, and I just started playing with myself and actually squirted all over the place.
Wait, tell me you didn't waste the content. You didn't waste that content, did you?
You need a windshield
I
wipers.
should have recorded it. I should have fucking recorded it, but at that time, like I wasn't doing like OnlyFans or anything. I don't even think I was doing porn at that time.
Yeah. I always tell girls, I don't even care if you go to the bathroom, do not waste content. My friends hate me because I'll text them, I'm like, are you wasting? Because I know you are.
Right? I think I was actually coming home from like a Tinder date or something.
That didn't go very well, huh? Poor guy didn't get that.
No, but it's funny because it's like now that I think about it, it's like I used to get so like mad because I would find like hot guys that I thought were hot on Tinder, and I would get so excited for the sex. And then like, have you ever like went on a blind date with someone thinking that the dick is gonna be amazing, and then it sucks? So now I'm like, I mean, now I have a boyfriend, but like if I didn't, I'd be like, can you send a dick pic first? Or
Oh,
I gotta admit, I've never been on a blind date where I thought to myself, the dick might be amazing. Like, that's just me being honest.
you sure?
right?
Think real
Well, I
hard.
mean,
Well, I know I'm like, that's how me and Matt met. So
That's
You
how
guys
the
don't,
show.
you guys don't talk to me.
That's how
Someone be
the
like,
show
oh my
was in-
God,
it
I
was-
bet
it
you that
was in
dick
its
was not
infancy.
hard.
So what we're going to do, we're going to get into our first article, which is police arrest a man that's accusing of driving around town pantsless, pleasuring himself. And this happened in Amarillo, Texas. It says a man was accused of driving
of
around.
course, Texas.
Texas
Everything's bigger in
I
Texas.
saw Florida. Normally it's Florida. And it says a man
I mean,
was.
I'm from Texas,
Oh, so it makes sense. You did the same thing he did.
right?
She doesn't
I
get the
mean,
police call.
shit. I think everyone's just crazy in Texas.
It says a man was accused of driving around Texas City pantsless while pleasuring himself and was arrested, according to authorities. William Shannon, 47, was arrested Wednesday for indecent exposure and released on $2,500 bond. Police said they were alerted of the alleged crime because of social media. What? Because of social media.
Oh, someone was recording him.
According to court documents, police saw photos and videos on March 22nd that were posted on Facebook by Timothy Mary. What is it with these people with a male first name and a woman's last name? William Shannon, Timothy Mary. Like, I don't like what is
It's
That is
code.
like-
It's code for porn.
yeah.
Yeah, that does sound like a porn name, honestly.
Yeah. I'll check it out.
It
I
says-
mean, like, I think that's really dumb that he was arrested. Like, I mean, if you think about it, like, everybody masturbates. Like, and people who say that they don't is a fucking liar.
like I feel like
Dude, did you read the rest of that?
I did. I'm gonna get to it in a
What the
second.
fuck?
I feel like he was sitting there driving down the road and he's like, oh yeah, Taco Bell. Oh, I
Yeah.
can get myself a double stuffed chalupa.
Double
just
stuffed.
starts
Oh my God, he
just
probably was.
fucking going at it.
Yeah. And no
I mean,
tint on
someone
his
with that
windows.
name, come on.
No tint on the windows, I'm sure. If someone was recording it and they saw it, so
It says photos were taken as Shannon drove past the tattoo business where Mary works. The sunroof of his Ford Raptor was open and the windows
Jesus.
were rolled down.
Yeah.
Mary said it had been going on almost daily since February 21st.
that's a lot. He's good. What's his name? I mean, what's his Tinder?
He got pretty
I
far.
mean, maybe he just like, fuck, or maybe he's just
Here
a
he is
horny
right
guy.
here. So if you were wondering, this is what he looks like.
Oh,
You
God.
know, yeah. So
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know if
the
you want to
worst.
swipe left or swipe right, but I mean, you know, if not, you know,
He
he's
probably was going on Tinder dates and leaving, and nobody wanted to do anything, so he was just continuing on.
yeah.
Yeah,
Next
I
Tinder
mean,
date,
Hang
Nick.
So-
poor guy.
Alexa,
Texas
when
is becoming so strict, I feel like, with like sex work,
yeah.
you
Like,
know?
when you were doing that, were you like kind of in a desolate area? Like, were you driving down the road and like, did you happen to pull up like to a red light and you're doing it and somebody's just kind of staring over, like kind of like figuring out?
Women
What's
are
going
very women are not like that. Guys are just like women don't have that face. We can keep a straight face.
I was in
I'm
a,
doing it
I
right
was in
now.
a-
So
there you go. I was actually in a parking lot at a bar.
perfect. Perfect seat. Then you went inside and had a drink after, right? Clear
No,
yourself.
I didn't. I should have though.
We'll hang out. We'll redo all of that, and we won't waste content.
Yes. Well, we'll have to do a repeat.
Yeah,
We'll redo
yeah.
it.
It's just a post-sex drink afterward. So,
But she's a pro, so she doesn't need it.
so you're from Texas. So
Yes.
being in Texas, of course, you being from Texas, is porn kind of scrutinized a lot in Texas? Like, how is porn looked at, like, from
So, I mean, I think they actually just made it like a felony or something to
Oh.
shoot porn in Texas. Yeah, so stupid, which is like so dumb because it's like, I mean, I don't understand why porn is so looked down
So
on.
like
because,
right now,
I
you
said-
could get arrested.
What?
I mean, yeah, but how would they really know?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Unless
what?
you had
Tell
like
me
a
you
Karen
didn't
neighbor or
charge and you had a
something.
gangbang that you wanted to do with your fantasy. Yeah, how are they gonna know? That looks
Yeah,
like,
like, if
pretty,
I'm- Yeah, if like I'm horny and I want to fucking have like 10 guys over to come fuck me,
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with that.
Do they have like the light
know?
they shine in your face that shows everything?
Oh, a UV light. They
Yeah.
put a UV light. She obviously had a cum shot within the last 72 hours.
Yeah,
If it comes
like,
from here to
I don't
here,
wanna live
it's
in a place
definitely
like that.
Well, it's funny
Swipe
we
left.
talked about on Wednesday with Sherry DeVille. It's kind of like, it's almost like the Puritans. The Puritans
Mm.
never left America, and now it's just starting to all trickle down. Utah is now being, and it's like that's the thing. We feel the stigma with this show too, because we get, beer companies going, hey, beer distributors going, hey, we would love to sponsor you guys. However, your content may, raise a lot of eyebrows or whatever and all that. And I'm like, I understand. But that's just the way it is. And it's like, with this show, and I was telling Tatiana, a little while ago that, people are just kind of like, why do you talk porn stars? Why do you talk porn stars? Well, they're people too, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah. I mean, but porn
Just-
stars are normal people living normal lives.
yeah.
We just have a lot of sex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I don't understand it. It's really stupid. We're here, and when we first started doing this show, we kind of had a little bit more of regular guests, and then porn guests were here and there. But then we really got embraced. Some of our best episodes were with the porn guests. The porn guests really embraced us. We ended up getting the AVN, Best Adult Podcast nomination for, this past year. So, we really got embraced by, that end of things. So now we're just kind of like, well, we'll still have regular normal guests, but 90% of our clientele on the show are adult film stars. So,
I feel like adult film stars are like just such like interesting people because I mean we always will have something to talk about.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna go on a boring date with a porn star.
yeah. So
Never.
actually with
Very
that,
true.
so you
But
said
you shouldn't.
you'll never go on a boring date with a porn star. So have you had any wild dates? Like,
I don't think so. No. I mean I've been pretty lucky.
okay. Now, what about fan interactions? Like, do you have any of those kind of things where, like, let's just say OnlyFans, like, let's say OnlyFans or at one of the strip clubs, you had like a really odd fan interaction. Like the fan like comes up to talk to you, but instead of talking, they just gaze at you the whole time. Like they don't say a word. And then push
I
themselves
had a
over.
guy who fuck, I don't want to call him out.
No, just call
I
him
had a-
John. They're all John.
That's
Harold.
true. Okay,
His
so
name's
I
Harold.
did have a guy who came up to Sapphires and brought me a pair of used underwear in a bag, and he wanted me to put them on for
What?
him. And I
Oh, trying to unpack things here. So he
yeah,
instead of used underwear that were not yours. Like it's not like he bought it.
yeah, they weren't even mine. So I was like, I can't do that. And then he
I'll
wanted
tell
me
you,
to
they
sign
were
them.
his. I'll
I
tell
give
you,
them
they
back
were
to
his.
Yeah,
They were his.
They probably were.
Yep.
There
I hope.
was some meth head that blew me around the corner and she gave me these underwear and they look nice. I would like to see how they look on you. Would you mind putting these on? She's like,
Yeah, like
Wait, was there any money even offered? Like, was there even an incentive?
yeah, no, he didn't. And like I'm like I love my fans. Like I wouldn't have mind buying them for him, but I'm not gonna put them on. I don't know about that.
he's standing there
No.
with a pair of underwear that have blood streaks in the panties. And he's just like, can you put these on for me? And he's just like, nah, bro.
Homeless panties
People
are the
have-
worst.
People have some interesting fetishes though.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah.
It's the one we had on Arietta Adams, right?
Yeah.
And one of her fans wanted her to put a goldfish up her butt. You remember that?
You wanted her to put a goldfish in her ass. And I was like, a goldfish? Like what does that do?
How do people, but my thing is like, how do people come up with this kind of stuff?
I don't know.
They're sick of all the regulars. I guess they've gone through the line and they're like, nah, that doesn't make me.
Yeah.
come."
Like, I mean,
That
that
doesn't do it for
yeah,
me.
that's
I
almost
want to
like-
see that carp in there.
someone just
They
says,
look at their fish while they've been masturbating for 3 months. They're like,
they're like, Tatiana, can you add some catfish into that tub with you? We just want to see them swim around while you're doing your thing. or
They
what-
eventually always want to see them
Yeah.
enter. It always ends in entering.
yeah.
Oh.
I've heard of I don't remember who told me this, but I think there was some chick said that somebody wanted her to put a live hamster up.
A
her
hamster.
ass,
I was going to say the hamster is the most popular.
Oh.
which is like, what the fuck? Like, how do they even do that? Is like my
You'll
thing.
have PETA on your ass so fast, literally on your ass so fast.
You have PETA,
Yeah.
tattoo PETA on your ass.
Oh, yeah.
So you can remember.
And your mugshot's going to be where the hamster went in. So.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That is insane.
Mm.
And of course, we're here live on YouTube Live, and our good friend Jason, who tunes in each and every week, he said hello to Tatiana, and of course, hello to you, Alexa. He said you both look great. He's asking, Alexa, are you going to be going to Exotica in Jersey this year?
I haven't decided fully if I'm gonna go. I really want to go, so I'm gonna try my best to make it there.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, and we will of course we will 100% be there. That's Saturday. The I forgot what date it is in November, but the Saturday of the Jersey, we will be there. And we're
Cool.
I want to try to plan some shenanigans, because last time we did a lot of interviews, but I want to also interview fans, like interview just patrons throughout that have like their big like giant baby sized dragon dildo,
Oh, yeah.
and just ask them just some of the weirdest questions you can do. And I want to bring some of our games with us, of course. Alexa, we will be getting into games. That's one of the staples of this show, is that most people come on and they don't expect games, and we have games, and that's the whole thing. So actually what I'm going to do real quick is we're going to take a quick break, and it's right.
Alexa, shut up.
My Echo, every time I say your name, she clicks on. So I need to remember.
Oh,
That's funny.
Alexa, how did you finish your cum shot?
Yeah. So what we're going
How
to
did
do,
we
what was that?
How did we finish the cum shot? On a hot dog. Oh yeah, on a hot dog.
Yes.
Wait,
Eat the hot dog.
like,
You were on someone
I
dressed.
don't want to go into details because the scene hasn't dropped yet.
Oh,
All
right.
we'll talk later. I do the food.
What?
I do the food.
what brand of hot dog?
Oscar
We can't
Mayer.
be branded. Was it Oscar Mayer? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Please tell me it was a 7-Eleven hot dog.
Just 7-Eleven.
Those are the
Kosher hot dog.
Yeah, the nice cheap gas.
Oh,
big,
yeah.
a big-
Gas station
a
hot dog.
big quarter pounder big bite was one of those. Yeah. Quarter-
Actually, there's several hot dogs.
So
It was fun.
quick is we're going to take a quick break, get a word from some of our friends and some of our paid ads, probably about like 3 minutes or so, and we'll be right back here live, and we're going to get into our game segment. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on the Happy Hour podcast in 1 minute, and then we'll get into our games.
Okay.
Okay. I'll be drinking.
All right, we'll be right back in 1 minute.
I want to drink.
Are we allowed to talk?
Yeah, you guys can talk if you want. I just need to.
Oh.
I pulled up the.
Hey, I was so excited to meet you.
I move the car. No.
Hi,
I can see
everyone.
the
This is
fucking
Sherry
red and
Nelson,
blue
and you're
light.
watching the Happy Hour podcast.
I just need a little more money. Yes, I told you my luck was going to change. All you do is tell Crystal what you want.
This is amazing.
Welcome to to the Crystal House! Come on, bring it in.
I told him.
It's like I'm in a fucking Stanley Kubrick movie.
On Twitter, I'm live right now on YouTube, I'm live right now on YouTube. And I do a live Twitter. And yes,
Should I start trying?
Tokyo ISHH.
No!
So you guys can see my real podcast on OnlyFans with TalkyoIshh. Tokyo ISHH. Right now, we're on this podcast. So I have to withdraw on because we're on a lot of platforms, so we're not sure. See if we can blur me out. But it's super hot right now, guys. Hey, Bravo! Hi, thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Patty. I can't wait to see you take this one along. I just feel wet sitting here. Thank God my makeup is waterproof because I'm so wet. And I'm drinking, so. Should have put my phone up there, but where did I put
I don't have a picture.
Don't want to get a bad angle. I'm scared. It's focus. Okay.
Derek Sharp, the owner of Curtain Jerker Designs, who does an amazing job. I'm blown away every single time, and his speed that he has getting everything back to us is immaculate.
Hit up Derek with Curtain Jerker Design.
Look no further than Curtain Jerker Designs. Make sure you hit up Derek.
Derek Sharp.
We're on
Hey,
right now,
want to say
we're
thank
gonna
you for
stay
all
low.
the hard work you put into you, man. We
It's
really
so hot.
appreciate you, man. A shout out to
Very
Derek
hot.
Sharp.
Doing good.
Curtain Jerker Designs. Yo, dude. Just want to say, this poster
Don't forget to find
off
me on
the
the
hook.
off the
This is Hall of Famer
ISHH.
Teddy Long, and I want to give a big shout out to my man Derek over there
You
with
guys
Curtain
can see
Jerker
me
Designs.
If you are looking for the best graphics, the best designs, look up Curtain Jerker. I think
Curtain Jerker Designs. That's who I use for any of my graphic designs. And you should too.
Thanks, Curtain Jerker Designs.
Big old shout out.
That's what I kept hearing. It was not not really. I did AVM last year. I had a problem. I didn't go last year. I cut off. I just
I need the water. So,
thank you.
hey, that's right. They're trying to. But I'll face you guys.
I think the mood
This is Sarah St. Clair, and you're watching the Happy Hour podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, of course, this is the Happy Hour podcast. We're right here on YouTube Live. And of course, those were some of our friends over there. Of course, CurtainJerkerDesigns.com. They do all of our graphic work. So anything you see online for our guest graphics, shout out to Derek from Curtain Jerker Designs. He does that. And if you want any of your stuff promoted on the show, just reach out. Very easy to work with. I'm fine with people sending me free shit. I don't care. If you want it to be streamed right here live on our show, just reach out. We can make that happen for you. And of course, the HH Pod Rumble will be live right here June 9th on YouTube Live at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. 30 former guests coming back. We're going to be playing our game Incoherent. elimination style. The final person left will be the winner, and we will send them a custom-made Happy Hour Podcast Championship belt, which we did last year with Johnny Goodluck. He's the current reigning and defending champion, so make sure you tune in for that. And what we're going to do is we're going to get into our game segment. So Tatiana, you're new to the show, so you're going to be involved with this as well. So our first game that we get into is called Extreme Personal Questions. So Alexa, what's going to happen is you're going to be first option, so you can choose option A or option B. So and it's 2 random questions. So do you want option A or option B?
I guess option A.
Option A. Okay. So what was going on the last time you had mommy issues?
Well, that's a hard one. I'm trying to think. Probably when my mom, well, I don't know if this would be mommy issues. I guess one of my fans actually, this is how my mom found out I started doing porn.
That's always fun.
Yeah. Well, one of my fans found my real name and then looked it up on Google and emailed my mom and sent her pretty much all my porn.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's no good.
But it's funny because my mom was like, she already knew, and I didn't know that she already knew, but she was like, oh, I already know that she's been doing that. She was like, I don't care. She's like, that's awesome.
Now, normally what we'll do is question B. Normally you would choose myself or Matt to answer question B. However,
okay.
Since Tatiana's here, she will now get question B, which question B is, what are you the most prudish about sexually?
Oh, I don't do anal. Don't ask me. I've been married 20 years. There's not nothing. I get asked the same question every day, all day. 20 years. No, thank you. Sorry.
Cool.
It's not. I'm not saying I haven't tried. Like I've really tried, but like I guess I'm a pooper, and like I just don't. I don't know. It just doesn't work. You could lube it. Everything. People breathing exercises, eating chicken, bending down at the same time. Like all this weird stuff doesn't happen. Greasy chicken. Don't eat the day before. It doesn't matter. It's just I'm almost like a straight man. You get close to me, and I'm like it doesn't work. I'm sorry. I tried. I really tried.
I don't know if I could do the whole don't eat the day before thing, but
yeah. I mean, I wish I could. It looks so fun. It would give you a break, but I just can't.
It's like, if you don't want me to machine gun shit, then we're not doing this.
I promised my husband that was what I was going to give him when we got married, but we're 20 years in. I'm like, I don't know. I can't do this. I gotta renege on this.
Honey, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I almost want to be like, you could just go find that part somewhere because I can't help you. Like, we can get a sister wife. The idea was actually crossing my mind.
And what we're going to do now is we play Never Have I Ever as well, which we draw 3 random cards out of the deck. So they're right over here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and play this. And if you've done it, you either raise your hand, take a drink. Of course, Alexa, you're smoking. If you want to, take a toke of your e-cigarette or whatever it is. And then if you feel like giving an explanation, you can. So the first one is, never have I ever been so messed up that I couldn't remember where I lived. So I have, in fact, done that. So I am out of...
I'm going to be so drunk.
Guilty.
Yeah. You couldn't remember where you lived? I mean...
Wait, Matt, what are you doing? No, Matt's not playing?
What's up? No, I'm playing. I don't have anything to drink.
You can't share with him? Is that illegal?
It's fucking lemonade, dude.
Lemonade.
It's mango lemonade from Popeyes. Okay.
Well, eat Popeyes before we go live.
I did. I ate out there.
Popeyes is good.
It's so expensive but really, really good. And they're so rude.
They have a Popeyes out here, right? They just don't have Whataburger out here. No Whataburger.
I love Whataburger.
I do too. I'm like, that's the one.
We wanted to try it in Vegas, but we never had it.
They took it from here in this part of Florida, so it's gone. About 15 years.
Oh yeah, they don't have a Cane's here.
You know what? We have one here in Maryland. They just opened one, and honestly, was not impressed. Like, because Cane's, like, Like they have the
Love
chicken
Cane's.
tenders, and the chicken tenders are good, but all they have is just a regular sauce. And I was expecting to go in there in hot sauce, barbecue sauce, all kinds of different sauces, which it kind of lacks. Like me, I'm a big Wingstop guy. I'm not sure if you've ever been to Wingstop, but that is
I
my
like Wingstop.
Me
the-
too.
Wingstop is the best. Cane's not really as much. So I know I drank, Matt drank. Did you ladies? Did you guys do that as well? So what can you remember of why you could not
What about you?
remember where you lived? Like
Oh,
what went
no.
so wrong to where you couldn't remember where you lived?
Well, I technically didn't know what time it was. So, and I was over the bridge and I thought I was on the beach. So I was I was going in circles on the beach. I didn't know that was the beach. I was sound like Snooki. I was like, where's the beach?
Where's the beach?
Where's the beach?
I was guilty of it once. It was my first time actually out on Bourbon Street. This was actually my 21st birthday, which is hilarious. So me and my girlfriend were actually planning on driving to Florida. We made a pit stop on Bourbon Street, and that was that. Didn't really remember anything, but we had a great time.
Mine was, of course, down here in Maryland. We have Ocean City, Maryland, and I was so drunk I ended up passing out on the boardwalk right outside the hotel, and I couldn't remember. So I
We're so close.
So close.
and just passed out and woke up like 3 hours later, and then realized I was outside where I was. And
Did you find change like thrown by your body? Because people thought you were.
I'm pretty sure I may have been pissed on while I was passed out there. Like I'm sure somebody. I
Don't waste content. Don't waste content. What I tell you.
Yeah, that's some good content.
Yeah, there was a time in Ocean City they're called the drunk bus, where everybody's on the bus and they're drinking. Where the bus, once you get too many people on it, just starts zooming past stops. And I had to piss really bad. And I'm hitting the button, and they're just blowing past stops. I'm like, so I just let it rip on the back steps. And only my friends knew I pissed on the steps. So when we went to get off, I like grabbed the rails and like
It went around. Because your urine is that's it. Once it's out of your body, it's disgusting, right?
Yeah. And then people in flip-flops just kept on flushing the steps.
Oh no.
Did that become a fetish for you?
Oh,
it may have been. It may have become.
That's where it starts. That's where it starts.
Fetish unlocked.
you asked where that comes. That's how you're like, oh my god, I like that.
Oh man.
That's where it starts.
So here's another one, and this may kind of be more of a one-sided one looking at it, but never have I ever twerked in public.
Define worked in public.
Well, you did you weren't working, but you squirted on your steering wheel. I mean, that was pretty public, but
Yeah, I did that. Let's see.
worked it out.
I've actually been pulled over by a cop before, fucking an ex-boyfriend in the back seat.
Oh.
Were you on the clock?
No, I wasn't on the clock. We were doing it for fun, but so I guess that doesn't count. But
yeah, I thought you were going to say you got pulled over and then you just twerked, and the cop was like, "You can go. See you later." That's all.
I would love to get out of a ticket for being hot. I think that would be awesome.
It's funny. Like I've gotten pulled over half a dozen times. Every time my wife gets pulled over, she never gets a ticket. She always gets a warning.
It's gotta be hot.
Fucking time. And I'm like, well, I guess so. Like you're hot and you have big tits. Like I don't.
I was gonna say big tits.
Yeah. I was like, what do you
You
expect?
said what? Titties and tears. Titties and tears.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. And then the last one is never have I ever passed out on the beach without sunscreen.
Oh.
It was. I mean, okay, hold on.
I've never done that.
Yeah, I have.
It was at night, so I didn't need. It was at night, so I didn't need sunscreen. In my defense.
Well, all right, so Matt, you drank. I've never passed. I've gotten bad sunburn. I've gotten sunburn to where I've like got sunburn where I look like a cow, like blotches all over my body like a cow.
Yeah.
But I've never done that. So you
Technically, when you got peed on, that was the beach. So
yeah, true. I got burned from the pee. It was
you
sunburn.
could do half of a shot on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did
I'm
that.
moving my car real quick.
I thought a cop was coming over. Like you just told the story of the cop, and I was
And
like,
he's just coming.
He's like, why do you have
That
two
would
guys
be
in a
awesome,
back?
actually.
Hell yeah, we'll have him on the show.
yeah.
I've always had like a fantasy of getting pulled over and then like fucking a cop in the back of the cop car and having him handcuff me. It's illegal.
Have you ever tried it? I mean, should we call 911 right now?
don't
I've never
ugly
tried
status
it
cop.
because
Don't
I'm a
do it.
pussy. But
Would be a good idea. Right
Yeah.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, just sit there. Hello, officer. He just
What?
put his dick in the window. That's just
Perfect.
I think you could call the stripper cops, but then I think it's prostitution if you call them out there specifically.
Oh yeah, I have fucked in an airport bathroom before.
Oh,
Yes.
what
In the family bathroom.
Oh,
Dallas Love Field.
okay.
Did you know the person or was it just a random pilot?
No, it was my boyfriend.
Ah.
Okay. Was it on the baby station?
I'd like to do a gangbang in an airport bathroom with a bunch of random guys. I think that would be fun.
You have to go up to the sky zone. They'll do that there. You know, it's like the VIP.
Oh shit!
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'll let you know. We'll talk after, but yeah, you go to the sky zone part.
How do I not know about this?
Go to the Denver airport and do it there, and then the Illuminati will emerge from the Denver airport. If you've ever heard anything, if you haven't heard about the Denver
airport is kind of sketchy looking. Honestly,
yeah.
Is that where the Illuminati
Denver-
is? I was looking for them.
Yeah, look. If you want to
Apparently
fall down a
they're
rabbit hole, Google Denver Airport Illuminati, and you will fall down a huge rabbit hole with that.
But the Denver airport, like, sorry guys, I'm gonna drive and talk at the same time if that's cool.
That's fine. You're beautiful either way.
Oh well, so are you. But the Denver airport is low key kind of sketchy.
Yeah, it has all kinds.
I mean, they have that creepy horse.
Yeah, which they call I forgot what they call that, but apparently it's like it's supposed to be like one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse or something like that. Would you mind closing?
Yeah,
That would explain the Illuminati, right?
Yeah. And
Gatekeeper.
what we're gonna do real quick, and of course, Alexa, this might be kind of hard with you driving, but Tatiana can always do it too.
I'll help you.
Into our game Incoherent. So Incoherent, pretty much what it is, we're going to show a series of cards up on the screen that are being drunken lingo, and you need to try to figure out what they say. So
shoot.
And get these ready. And there's a couple of hints that are on the back that'll help you figure them out as well. So
I'm sorry, Alexa. You're probably gonna never want to be my trivia partner ever. So you guys just ruined my relationship with her now.
So here we go. So here is the first card. What do you think that says?
Oh shoot! Hold on. Wait.
Tub.
Wait. 1 second. Yeah. Wait.
Sub bullpen head race sun.
But something.
She said it. That's so funny.
Race sun.
Alexa said it.
Oh, is it supposed to be tub bullpen hit race sun?
That's a hard one.
One of the hints is extra stuffed.
Huh?
Oh, cool. What do you
Sun
think?
race hit pen bolt, but I'm actually so incoherent. I'm confused of even what we're trying to do. Are we disrobing this? What are we doing?
You're trying to figure out what the term is, and it's for those times when one just isn't enough.
Like the definition
accent and say it really fast, you'll kind of like click. You'll hear yourself.
Tub bolt. Fuck. This is a tongue twister. Tub bullpen head race sun. Fuck. Tub bullpen head race sun.
I don't know where the white towel is, but
give us a hint. You gave me
Okay,
a hint.
so Alexa, you probably have not done this
Extra stuff.
yet.
And when one isn't enough. Extra stuff and when one isn't enough?
Yeah, you probably have not done this in porn yet.
Double penetration?
Yes, double penetration.
How did I not? How did I not get that?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't do that, so I don't know. I guess.
And with this game, it's like you either get it right away or your brain just shuts off. And this is
It did.
the game that we play every year when we bring back 30 former guests and play. And it's this game that they have to do in order, like we do a time limit that they have to do it within. So here's the next card. What do you think this one says?
Big Bull Rant.
Pig Bull Herb Rant. Ooh.
I can say the first one might be big.
It is big. The first word is big.
Big.
Big
Fuck.
hole.
Big hole. Anal, maybe? No.
I'm sorry.
What do you think?
One of the hints is Lonzo, as in Lonzo Ball.
Big ball.
Oh.
Perv. Big ball perv. Can't.
The best
Big balls?
get $200 sandals.
Oh no, this is a hard one.
It's hard. White flag.
All right. So do you guys are you guys tapping out?
I am.
No.
You can
Yeah.
keep going.
Big Baller Brand, which is owned by Lonzo Ball.
I would have never got that.
Never. I don't even know who that is. Sorry.
All right. So we're going to do one more. So we're going to have one last one. And so you guys got the first one. So let's see if you guys can get.
You got the first one.
The first.
What do you think this one is?
Hug cup.
2 girls, 1 cup.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
It is not. One of the
It
hints.
has to be 2 girls, 1 cup.
One of the hints is sleeping around.
Ooh.
Culture. Something culture.
It is culture. The second word is culture.
Oh my God, you guys! I drank enough to know that. Okay, now I'm.
Another way of saying one night stands are in and catching feelings is out.
Hook up culture.
Hook up culture, yes.
Yay.
There you go. All right.
That's a good one.
Hook up culture. So there you go. So Tatiana came through at the very end. So of course this segment is our Ode to Humanity segment. So
I'm always a closer.
in this segment with Cards Against Humanity. So have you guys played Cards Against Humanity?
No.
No, you've never. All right. So
We don't play games.
normally there's one face card and then you get amount of cards to choose like a vulgar answer for it. But since we can't have cards in front of you, we'll read off the face card and then we do it roulette style. We give you a number between 1 and 6 to choose an answer. If you like the answer, you can hold. If not, you get 2 rebuttals to choose other answers. So this is going to be for both Alexa and Tatiana, since this is your first time. So Alexa, what we're going to do, we're going to read off the card. What's that first one, Matt? You want to read that off?
All right. So the first one goes, and I would have gotten away with it too if it hadn't been for blank.
So Alexa, 1 through
Those
6.
fucking kids.
What do you think?
Pesky? Oh, a number?
I would have. Oh, I have to say a number?
Yes.
Yep. It's randomly
Oh.
answered from an unknown number. It's a roulette style answer.
Shit. 2?
2. All right.
69?
All right. So Tatiana, what do you think? Number?
Oh, I said 2. Do I have to pick a different one?
Too.
Yeah.
Number 2.
6.
6. All right. So 2 and 6. All right. So the first, you want to go ahead and rip those off, Matt?
Sure. All right. So it goes, and I would have gotten away with it too if it hadn't been for Canada.
Oh, 4.
Mangoes.
And then the second one, which Tatiana chose, is, and I would have gotten away with it too if it hadn't been having shotguns for legs. So, Tatiana.
Shotguns for legs.
So, Tatiana, are you good with shotgun for legs, or do you?
Yeah, this is like Mad Libs. I don't know if you guys are.
It's kind of like
Mad
that.
Libs. Okay.
Alexa, are you good with Canada's Worst Mangoes, or do you want to choose a different card?
Canada horse mangoes. Let's choose a different card.
All right. So now you have 1 through 3 to choose.
Let's go with 3.
All right, 3. So the third one is, and I would have gotten away with it too if it hadn't been for a little girl with a knife.
Ooh. Little girl with a knife.
Yeah. So do you want to hold with that, or do you want to use your last rebuttal and choose another answer?
Let's choose another answer.
All right. So you got 1 or 2?
1.
1. All right. So, and I would have gotten away with it too if it hadn't been for country music star Toby Keith. So that's round 1. So round 2.
I like that better.
Yeah, me too.
Round 2 is basically 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blank. So 1 through 6. Tatiana, we'll let you choose the first number this time.
1.
1. All right. So Alexa, what about you?
6.
6. All right. So this one is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wiping her butt. And then the one that Alexa chose is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This very game, Cards Against Humanity. So are you guys good with wiping her butt and Cards Against Humanity, or do you guys want to use your rebuttals and choose another card?
I like mine.
That's fine.
That's fine. All right. All right, cool. So these ones will go in to the slot for next week. And of course, we're going to let you guys get ready to get out of here momentarily. But what we're going to do, we're going to get into another one of the news articles that we have here. And this one, have either one of you ladies ever sucked toes?
No.
No.
My own?
Just toes in
Your
general.
own. Any toes?
No, because I paint mine like over here like this, but I'm not going to suck them.
Knowing the fact that you were able to get your leg up that straight, to where it looked like you were holding like an individual foot.
Microphone.
That's your foot?
Yes, that is.
Okay.
It can go over here, but we can't do that.
Well, I will drink to that.
Drinking, cheers.
All right.
I've sucked toes.
You have sucked toes. Okay. Okay. Have you ever had anybody suck your toes without you knowing it?
No, I don't
know.
think so. Yeah, we wouldn't know, right?
All right. So this article is a Hilton hotel guest says he woke up to the night manager sucking his toes, and the man was charged by the police. So it says here, police allege that a sleeping hotel guest in Nashville, Tennessee, woke to find the night manager sucking his toes. Suspect David Neal, 52, the manager of the Hilton Nashville downtown, has now been arrested and charged with aggravated burglary and assault. Nashville
burglarize anything.
Yeah, like I guess maybe did he steal his toes by putting them into his mouth? Like
stole his toe virginity.
Yeah.
You know what? 2 things here. One.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the night manager was probably oogly. That was probably one of them.
Yeah.
And 2, he didn't offer any money or a free stay. So I definitely would charge him.
Brennan said he jumped up screaming, according to Nashville News Channel 5. Brennan said he confronted Neal as he recognized him as one of the hotel employees who had entered his room the previous day to help fix his TV. I could see that he was wearing his uniform and he had his name tag on. He was talking to me and not giving me any substantive answers, said a Texas resident who was visiting Nashville for a conference, per Nashville's Channel 5. Neal admitted entering the guest's room, but claimed it was because he had smelled smoke and wanted to check on the guests.
He was just putting out the fire.
Yeah. The fire of sucking these toes.
Those toes were on fire.
So imagine
So
this.
what do you do?
Like you wake up and you see your toes deep in a man's throat. Like I don't.
I mean, I would be a little violated because I mean, if you're gonna suck on my toes, at least ask me. I'll probably say yes.
Yeah, don't waste content.
You know?
Here we go again.
I think
But it is weird if you don't ask me and you just put my toes in your mouth while I'm asleep. Have some manners.
Yeah.
Hey, mind your manners, sir. How dare you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know I don't
be a
have toe
gentleman.
fungus? How do you know my feet are literally are not like athlete's foot and I'm recovering from herpes on my toes?
Like I mean, here's the thing. I wear work boots all day long. My feet aren't like the best looking feet in the world. Like, I mean, like, what was that manager into? Like, is he into?
I want to see this guy's feet. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, like
They
that's the
look-
thing. Like, does this guy have like fucking like eagle toes? Like he has like talons or whatever. Like, did this guy like clean like in between? I wonder if he was flossing with this dude's like toenails. Like, that's how long. Like, you know,
where's this at? What is it, Tennessee?
Nashville, Tennessee.
I think I'm gonna have to book a room there.
Yeah, I was gonna say like where, but if we're not,
you want your toes sucked,
I don't want it. If he made me pay for the room and I'm still getting sucked up, I don't want it.
Yeah.
It's just full service, and then the maid will leave you a little towel.
You're
thing.
gonna be at the end of the bed with your pants off, not your toes. You're gonna be like, manager, my TV.
You're laying
I feel violated.
and he sucks your toes. It's just like, wait a minute, you could have came a little bit far. What is this?
Matt's gonna be walking around the hotel with the shoes off, talking about, hey guys, slide through.
Look at these beautiful toes I have here.
You guys have any pedicure places?
Put your feet up on the counter. I would like to book a room, please.
I'd like to book a room. You're signing papers.
You sign with your toes. You put it like. Have you ever tried to like write with your toes? Like, could you imagine how you just have like a pen in between your toes, just signing for the room, and he's just sitting there like.
He's drooling.
It's
You're
like
like, which one are you as the night manager?
Right.
I'd like to speak to the night manager, please.
I wonder if I can find a picture of the manager. So
Oh God, please.
that
Oh Lord.
I'm
toes,
sure he's a strange looking.
hold on, toes of hotel guests, because this article does not have.
Can we all book a room together and be on the show, and then we can satisfy her gang bang? And then
Oh shit! Oh shit!
well, you can hold the camera. You're married, so I'll hold the light.
Hold on one.
Matt, you're in.
Yeah. Oh,
man.
This guy is definitely, like this guy would definitely walk past a set of titties and go right to the toes.
Oh.
Like,
Don't show
How
me.
could you
Am I gonna
pass up
not- you
titties?
can't
So I guess
unsee
if you're just, people who are into feet are into feet, like boobs. Oh, gross. Okay.
And they
I mean,
said his name like he killed a president, David Patrick Neal. Like,
David Patrick
Oh
Neal.
Lord.
like normally an assassin has
On
like
March the 30th at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
was
Oh,
No,
caught
I
sucking the
agree.
toes.
Like that right there, like you're getting. No, his mouth is crooked.
Yeah,
His
if
whole
that
face is
guy
crooked.
woke me up sucking my toes, I'd be kind of mad.
Did he at least take his glasses off and comb over his hair? Like I want to know, was he caught just
Take
like
his
that? Did he have
glasses
his shirt
and go
off?
like this
We need details.
with his glasses, just combing his hair back.
Just a comb over to the left. And
I've
You-
changed my mind.
You know how in porn movies someone will like basically like fuck your cheek or whatever? I wonder if like he was doing that but with like the toes. Like the toes are in his mouth and his like fucking just whole like mouth.
I need details. Like, was he like going on the toes? Was he just going around? Was it just foreplay? Like, is he in jail? Can we call him?
Yeah, we call him from prison. Hey,
Imagine
so
that. You
were
get one phone call.
We have
One
some
toe
questions
call.
for you, sir.
Were you?
I'm sure he'll accept it from any of us.
Yeah.
Dial with your toes.
I wonder how deep he can throw the foot.
That's what I'm saying. I'm so curious. We need the logistics of what was happening.
He sits there. He's like, I stuck that foot farther down my throat than what most people can put a fist in their ass.
Like,
Like,
did he lube them first? He spit on them? Like, was this a rough thing?
like
Yeah, I
yeah.
feel like he put on like a bib.
Oh
You
yeah,
gotta-
Oh, that's
Stuff
good.
a napkin into his shirt, like
Fork
with
and
a
knife.
knife, and then he just goes
He's
to
a
town.
messy eater.
Yeah,
Did he pour a little Chianti with it?
the guy just sits there. He has toe cheese. He's just
Here, we'll put a little
Oh,
Chianti on the toes, guys.
Oh,
Usually what happens.
marinates the feet.
He's
He
marinating it.
comes in like an hour before and marinates the
Oh,
toes and
no.
something.
He's like, sir, everyone at this hotel lubes with this.
yeah,
Pre-lube. But this guy, now I feel bad though. This guy's gonna have PTSD and he's gonna wear like socks and boots to bed, like no matter what. And any girl that comes at him with even a slight, anything that starts with the word T, it's over.
No.
yeah,
touch me.
yeah. No, no.
That's good. Yeah, I would feel a little violated.
We're gonna hear about this guy amputating his toes.
Oh, geez. Now I wonder if this guy is going to go to prison, and then he's going to suck the wrong inmate's toes.
I was gonna say they're probably gonna punish him by sending him to prison.
Yeah,
That would.
like a guy beats him to death with soap and a sock for sucking his toes without asking, and he's like,
No,
He
no,
would
in
probably
prison.
like it if it was
Yeah, no, they're welcoming.
Yeah. I feel like he would be the bitch in prison. Like he looks like he would totally be the bitch in
He'd
prison.
be sucking more than toes, but
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you want to wear your bib? Wear your bib now. I'm using it for leverage.
what's the word? Oh, you want to suck on something?
Mm.
You like sucking on stuff?
Oh.
Look, Matt's like, I changed my mind.
Get to the Tootsie Roll Center, bitch.
Oh,
Does this guy not know their foot fetish site, foot feet finder? He could have called me. Like, it's all there. Like,
Like I
yeah,
imagine,
get on Feet Finder.
I imagine him walking into the room. You know that weird metal device that you put your feet in to measure your feet.
oh, ew, he has those at home.
Yeah, he walks into the room and he measures the foot. Like, how mumuch of this foot can I just get here? And he's
I
just,
want to know, in his past, did he work at Payla?
yeah.
Because now all the other women are going to be wondering, like, oh my God, I tried 10 pairs of shoes on with this guy and he bought me a pair.
Yeah. This weird Al Bundy over here is coming in
He
and
looks
sucking
like Al
people's
Bundy.
toes.
Where does he live again? Let me see.
It's
By me?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, by you. Oh, no,
Where?
Tennessee. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Texas, Tennessee. I've been drinking.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Nashville. Wait, so it says multiple
more.
charges for forging. Wait, what the hell? Wait, upon further investigation, Brennan and his attorney, Michael Fisher of Rock, whatever, I don't care where his lawyer's from, found Neil had a lengthy rap sheet that included voluntary manslaughter conviction for shooting his roommate during a 1996 fight. So I wonder if he sucked his roommate's toes.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's what happened.
And his roommate woke up and he fucking beat his ass.
Did the roommate, manslaughter? He killed him, right?
Yeah. Multiple charges of forgery, drinking and driving, and a manslaughter conviction, as well as which served prison time. When Hilton hired this person, they had to have known, they had to have done background checks to know. The fact that they would put somebody like that in a position where he has the ability to clone keys and have the ability to get into a guest's room.
I kind of feel sorry for him. in a
Shit.
way.
I'm going to tell you who hired him right now.
He called it. He has PTSD and struggled to get to sleep in the wake of the alleged toe sucking.
I know. That's what happens. He
fuck-
was, like you said, Alexis, he was violated. Like, doesn't matter what part entered someone. It was a part. And it was a man. He probably was straight. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I can't wait. I'm going to get the rest of that information because I'm going to go further because I started doing crime podcasts. So I definitely want to go and see who that person is. And I will go talk to somebody to see. It
I'll
had to
send
be
you all
about
the links from the article I have or whatever if you want. Like,
I
definitely.
would love, please.
What we're gonna do is, ladies, I guess we'll go ahead and let you guys get ready to get out of here. Alexa, will we be able to somehow have you do a plug for us before we go?
I think she's trying.
Oh, what?
A plug?
A plug?
I'd like to plug too.
Yeah, and Tatiana, if you want to do it as well. Of course, we air those before and after.
Oh, the Happy Hour podcast. Of course, yeah.
Okay, cool. I know you're driving, so I wasn't sure if it'd be able to work out well with you driving. So what I'll do is I'll let Tatiana go first, and then we'll go ahead and have you do one, and then we'll let you ladies get out of here. We might hang out for a little bit longer. We have like one more news article that me and Matt will probably go through, and then that'll conclude this episode. So Tatiana, what we're gonna do, we're gonna let you go ahead and go first. However you want to do your plug, just go ahead and let her rip whenever you are ready.
Hey everybody, this is Tatiana at TalkyoIshh podcast. That's TalkyoIshh, and I am one of the #1 Pornstar podcasts live coming to you. I'm also on 88.9 The Mix with DJ Vitello. You can catch me on all platforms, and I am here on the Happiest Podcast. No, I said that wrong. Happiest Pod Hour. Suck. I'm sorry. Let's do it again.
It's okay.
Actually, that worked.
Yeah. Actually, I want to keep that one. That one's amazing. Like
Yeah.
I always
I
love.
liked it.
Yeah. I always love the blooper ones because I have a couple of them where someone said happy hour broadcast and I use it all the time and I'm like, yeah, that's great. Like I love it.
I do too. I have a lot. I keep, you know what's funny? Like, okay, it's not that I didn't know what I was on, but like, I'm so excited. I'm nervous. I'm in this water. It's so hot. I'm usually not all binded. And I'm just like, you guys, I got excited. And like, a lot of people do that. They go, what podcast am I on? They look at me and they smile, and I've known them 20 years. So sorry.
I understand. And Alexa, will we be able to get you to do a plug real quick?
Yeah, but it's
Or-
kind of dark.
How about this? When you're done, would you be able to do one and just send it to us?
Of course. Yeah, of course. I
Awesome.
can get that to you as soon as I get home.
Okay, cool. Yeah, when you get back, just go ahead and shoot us a plug so we can go ahead and put it on the socials and use it for our ads. And of course, Alexa, where can everybody find you? I always advise, don't give out your address. You don't want like any weird toast
No, yeah.
show up.
You can find me on my Twitter, which is Alexa, and then Payne, PayneXX. And then Instagram, Alexa Payne with 2 E's, XX. And all my links are in the bio.
Awesome. And Tatiana, of course, you said a little bit during your plug, where can everybody find you and find your amazing show? And if you do the crime podcast, where would they be able to find that as well? Do you have any plans?
So you guys are the first to know. I haven't told anybody. It's broadcasted out here. I will have a co-host with the crime podcast from some of the jails. So with some serial killers, which is interesting. That'll be coming out with TalkyoIshh. That's TalkyoIshh. Talkyo is pod on everything: Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, the Clapper, anything you could think of, Rizzle, TikTok, TalkyoIshh pod. That's TalkyoIshh. Listen to me Wednesdays or anytime actually, and you can find me on OnlyFans. You guys can see this without the binding, without the restrictions the podcast put on me.
YouTube.
Damn it, YouTube.
Yeah, I know you. I'm shadow banned on YouTube, so you can find me. I blur out the vaginas though. I'm nice. I blur them out. So please go see my podcast.
Modest few.
And,
So modest.
And Tatiana, of course, we'll definitely have you back.
I would love to be back
again in the future. We always, our third co-host has been MIA for a while. He has kids that are in baseball, all that other stuff. So, you know, while he's planning his own funeral because he's dead somewhere, I don't know. Like, you know, we'll just
trying to jump off the building. I'm here for you guys. I work from home now doing this 24/7. I would be honored to come in as a fill-in, literally.
We appreciate that. As I said, we don't really have a script. We just get on and
Oh,
go.
I don't do scripts. I hate those.
Yeah.
No scripts.
The worst thing to do. So what we're going to do, we're going to let you ladies go ahead and get out of here. Alexa, what I'm going to do, I'm going to reach out to you on Twitter. We like to try to send all of our guests a shirt. So we get a little bit on that. I'll reach out to you soon, let you pick out whatever design you want. We have probably about like 12 different designs, and whatever you want, we'll get a shirt out to you. So
all right. Well, I appreciate you guys having me. I'll send you the hook as soon as I get home. I'm about like 15 minutes out.
Okay, no problem. We appreciate it. Thank you. I hope you had a great time on the show, and we would love to have you back in the future.
For sure. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, ladies. We're going to go ahead and let you guys go. We're going to hang out a little bit longer right here on YouTube Live. Tatiana, of course, thank you very much for coming on. And
thank you for having me. And now I'm jelly. I want a shirt too, so I can wear it next time.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll do a wet t-shirt contest.
Yeah, we'll shoot one out. Of course, I get a little backed up with them because we send so many out to so many guests. But
same, and I'll send you. I have crop tops, so I don't know if you want them, but I have other gear. I'll send you.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, definitely. We'll make sure it's.
Matt, you look like you need a crop top.
I'll wear it. Shit.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, no problem at all. Anytime, just, get a hold of your rep. We'll have you back. Maybe what we'll do, we're at max capacity for the Rumble this year, but maybe next year's Rumble, we can have you ladies back to play that game because it's going to be wild.
For sure.
30 different people that are going to be coming, in for that. So
I would love to.
All right, cool.
All right, I'm going to let y'all go, but thank you so much.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Talk to you later, Alexa.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, so we're right here. Of course, we're on YouTube Live, and what we're going to do, we're going to get into our last article, which is naked man baptized himself in Mesa Church and punched 2 police officers, which it says a man from Tempe is accused of criminal trespassing and indecent exposure after he allegedly baptized himself naked at a fountain at a Mesa Church over the weekend. So wait, so he barges into a church naked and just decides, like, I wonder if he's saying the power of Christ compels me.
Oh Lord.
Like as he's baptized, like I mean, I don't know, like I've always sat there and thought, what happens if I drink like the
holy water?
The holy water. Like I imagine that like I like turn into
you'll
flames
just get
and,
sick.
you know. Like I feel like
I
it's
don't
just
know.
regular water, of course.
Well, it is. It's just holy water, and they bless it.
Yeah,
That's all
like
it is.
it's
Just
funny
regular
because
water.
I've said, like I said on our episode with Sherry DeVille, that when they were talking about stuff with banning the porn, I'm like, you know, I don't really believe in a lot. I don't believe in, you know, religion. I don't believe in politics, but I do believe in porn. Like, so
You
like,
believe in porn.
Yeah, but that's
porn we trust.
Yeah, yes, in porn we trust.
Good
But
Lord.
it's the whole thing of like what possesses. All right, so we need to read more into this because I feel like drugs may be highly involved with this. So it says, according to arrest records, Mesa police say that Jeremiah Sykes, 20, exposed himself while in a baptism fountain at One Life Church east of Gilbert Road on University Drive just after 2:30 p.m. on Saturday. Officers were told the man was just sitting there refusing to leave as the police were called. Sykes reportedly grabbed a blanket and left. And officers found him nearby, still naked, holding a blanket.
Wow.
Sykes admitted to baptizing himself naked, but that once he left, he was asked to leave. Wait.
That doesn't make sense.
But that he left, he was asked to leave. Who the fuck wrote this? Like, I feel like I wrote this. Like, what the fuck? At the scene, officers arrested him on recommended charges of indecent exposure and criminal trespass. How is it recommended? Arrested him on recommended charges of indecent exposure and criminal trespassing, in addition to his outstanding warrants. Once taken to the Mesa jail, Sykes reportedly threw his sock at one of the detention officers, and as the officer approached him, he reportedly threw a punch, hitting the officer in the head. Another officer was also struck while trying to intervene. So he punched the one officer in the head. So it says he threw the sock. So did he punch the one officer and the other officer was hit by like the stray sock, like as he's coming up? Like it says,
I was trying to break up the fight, and he hit that guy too.
So he was struck while trying to intervene. Ultimately, authorities were able to restrain Sykes. The officer hit his.
So he was still naked while doing all this.
I'm hoping so, because no one ever wants to fight a naked man. I mean, that's just the way it works. It says the officer hit in the first punch was taken to the hospital due to a cut near his eyebrow. After having his Miranda rights read again for the additional charges, Sykes refused to answer any questions. Well, I mean, why would you answer questions at that point? The booking photos for Sykes was not immediately available. Oh, so let me look him up. So I want to see what he looks like. What is it? Jeremiah Sykes. So Jeremiah, Jeremiah Sykes. All right. So Jeremiah Sykes images. So
no.
So let's see. So here's man arrested for baptizing himself in church. So I wonder if this will have a photo. It does not, but it does have photos of this poor church that was victimized, which looks like
a nice looking church.
That is a nice looking church. It wasn't that nice looking after he exposed himself in it. But so let me see. They don't have any photos of him, which is kind of odd. Like, I wonder if like God requested that like his photo is not shown. Like, yeah, like the priests were like, oh no, we know this young man. We know him very well.
Yeah.
We require you not to show his photos so no one can track us down for the things that we have done to him when he was a young man. So
I mean, fighting a naked dude, I mean, that's
yeah, you never want to fight a naked guy.
I mean, yeah, I mean, because they've got nothing else to lose.
But what we're going to do, of course, this is the Happy Hour podcast. Of course, we will be back right here live next weekend, Memorial Day weekend. Like, can you believe that it's Memorial Day weekend already?
Really?
Yeah. So we're
this weekend coming up.
This weekend coming
Good
up.
God.
So we are going to be here Sunday night. Of course, nobody works on Mondays, Memorial Day. And if you do work, then that's sad for you, but I know I don't. But we're going to be here next Sunday night, the 28th, and our guest will be Delia Von Knight. It's her reschedule. We were supposed to have her before, times got mixed up, and she wasn't able to appear, but she will be right here on the program. Of course, you saw June 4th, 4:00 p.m. Eastern will be Bella Maori. And then, of course, June 9th is our second annual HH Pod Rumble, which will conclude season 3. And then we enter into season 4 of this program with Marina Gold on June 17th. So thank you for an amazing 3 years so far right here with the Happy Hour podcast.
It's been fun. It's
been real fun. And anybody who tunes in and enjoys the show, we appreciate it. Make sure you go out, grab some merchandise. We do this out of the kindness of our hearts for your own sick personal amusement, and we don't make a dime for it. So help out your boys, buy some t-shirts, something like that. So, but yeah, also if you want to air your ad right here on the Happy Hour podcast, just feel free to reach out, and I'll get it all hooked up, and we're gonna have some other ones coming up soon. So, of course, once again, thank you, and we will see you guys next week right here on the Happy Hour podcast. All right, so there we go. So that's that.
Oh, yes, how Socrates is doing.
Yeah, I talked a little.